Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to the Homeschool Life, doing it our way, God-centered, God-led, and believing and knowing that all things work together. I just want you to know that yesterday was a really rough day for our family. It was a long day. It was a rough day for me. It was a rough day for the kids. We started, we stopped, we started, we stopped. But inevitably, at the end of the day, we got everything done that was set out to be done. And the night, our school day didn't officially end till about 9 o'clock. But that's what started and stopping and making adjustments to the things that we needed to do. So I just want you to know, when you have those doubtful moments, don't give up. Don't quit. Believe in yourself. Believe that you have what it takes to give your kid what they need. You are capable, whether you have a degree in education or not. All it takes is that you're sticking to your program, you're getting the work done, choosing a good program, and that's one of the most important things, choosing a good program and being diligent about your work. If you want it done, you got to be diligent, you got to follow it through, and you have to believe. You have to know that it's a calling and that God has directed you to do these things. So yesterday, the enemy was attacking my brain, telling me you're not doing it right. What if you mess up? Because it's really on your shoulders. You don't have the school to blame. You don't have the teachers not doing the right job. It is solely on your back and your responsibility. But when it's all said and done, God gave you those kids. God gave you the responsibility of raising your kids and training them and rearing them up in the way they should go, so that when they are old, they will not part from God's ways. And the ultimate goal is to raise good, productive, God-loving, centered children, and everything else will fall in place. Just like for myself, the enemy was attacking me, telling me you're not doing a good job, you're not doing what's right. And about 12 o'clock, I'm looking through my books, going over my lessons, and then I see some information and I go, ding, you're doing the right thing, Leslie, you're doing the right thing. Just know that you're gonna have those days. A friend of mine from our homeschool community group once told me, nobody loves your kid more than you do. Nobody wants your kid to succeed more than you do. Nobody is rooting for your kid stronger than you, other than God. And He's given you everything that you needed within you from the moment you were created and born, as long as you tune in to Him and do what He's calling you to do. And also tell your kids these things. Tune into the God-centered spirit. One of the things that I do practice and that I do try to incorporate daily is try not to yell throughout when you're doing work. There are some times when it happens because we're human, but as a mom and a homeschool mom, I do try not to yell, try to regroup and rethink. But we have those days, just like the kids have their off days, and you make the adjustments accordingly. So I just want to encourage you to stay focused, don't give up. Remember to always pray and understand that you are your child's biggest advocate. If you're not rooting for your kid and if you're not fighting for your kid, no one else is going to fight as hard as you are. And the biggest thing for me is making sure that you're God-centered, making sure that you understand that it's a bigger picture than wanting your child to grow up and be a doctor or a lawyer. You want your child to grow up and complete whatever task God has put on them, the mandated call that they have on their life. And our goals as parents is simply to guide them, give them the tools, the information. The Bible tells us that knowledge combined with understanding will give you wisdom when it's guided through the word of the Lord. So stay tuned. If you like my video, subscribe, tune in, make a comment below of what you want to hear me to talk about. This is our journey. It is not an overnight success. There are ups and there are downs, but you have the power to do what it is that you need to do to bring out the best in your family and your children. And as well, it's a journey for me. I'm learning as we go together. Many things that I did not know that I'm learning. And you have so many people in public schools, new graduates, they're cutting their teeth on your children. They're cutting their teeth, learning on your children. Some make mistakes, but the difference between you and them, you love your child. When you see that you're falling short, you're going to grind in, you're going to dig deep to make sure that you give your kids the things that they need. And the other portion to that is God will fill in those gaps. Do your part, God will do His part. His word cannot return void. Thank you for tuning in to God's Word will never return void unto you. Keep the faith, keep hope, don't give up.